what they say on Star Trek, don't mess with somebody else, the prime directive. Don't mess with somebody else's evolution unless they ask you. Unless they ask you. And the third one is what they tell you on the airplane when you're going to take off. Know your exits, put your seatbelts on. When the gas mask drops on, put yours on first. But, yeah. And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. I used to have a whole lot of rules. A good mom does this, therefore I have to stay home and I have to do this even though my heart's going someplace else.
Oh, yeah.
And that would be selfish, and that would be you're not taking care of your family and you can't do that all. And I mean, all of those,
All those projections about what should and shouldn't, you talked about on some of your shows, the shoulds.
Yeah.
What would it take to erase that?
I've been trying to figure out where is a good place for that.
The should bin?
The should bin. Yeah, that'd be it. That would be it.
That would be it.
That would be all. So, well, cool. So you're embracing change, and I'm embracing my passion for creativity.
How does it get any better?
How does it get any better? That's the new line she taught me this week.
How does it get any better?
So we're going to move into releasing unwanted spirits, but first I want to thank Spiritus Reiki Center. Be at 3300 East Sunrise Avenue, Suite 102, here in Las Vegas, and Wayne Hilterbrand, who's been on the show. If some of you watched the show last week, they sponsor the show.
Thanks, Wayne.
Yeah, thank you, Wayne. And so we're going to launch into releasing unwanted spirits, otherwise known as... Yeah.
By many names.
By many names.
And so maybe the best way to back into this is to do it backwards. So releasing unwanted spirits. Let's talk about spirits first.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, so what would you define as spirits?
Well, energy that's outside of this reality that is unseen. Let's go basic with that.
Awesome.
Anything, whether it's good, bad, indifferent, whatever, but it's energy outside of this reality that really doesn't belong here, or it can't exist here.
Yeah.
In the same way.
And I love how you put it. It's energy.
Yeah.
And so, immediately when people look at topics like this, all kinds of stuff comes up.
Yep.
All kinds of maybe fear or doubt or trepidation about what's going on. And if you were to just take the point of view, the perspective that spirits are energy, and then if you back into the unwanted part, so if you can actually get to that place where you distinguish between what is yours,
because there is that thing, if you have a name for it, if you can name it, you can control it.
Yeah. And so it's like mine, not mine. Okay. And, people who are prone to perceiving spirits,
which there are many people that are sensitive, and if you can look at it like, ooh, some different, there's some kind of energy just made that picture fall off the wall by itself and nobody was standing there.
Exactly.
Right.
And so, if you can start to distinguish that, wanted, unwanted, then you can get to the release part.
Yeah.
And, so that was just a quick
I think that's a good
off the top,
step,
but then let's dive deeper.
Three-step process. And so let's dive deeper into what form those spirits can take, that energy can take to let us know it's there.
Exactly. And so I've perceived, and, we'll talk about perceiving in just a minute, how different it is, but energies, to me, can come in different forms. They can come in disembodied spirits, the spirits that have shed their bodies.
That's right, which is an easy way to say grandma passed on and she's still hanging around.
Right. She's got some unfinished business, perhaps. Okay?
Right.
I also perceive the energies of other entities around me. So I feel like there's energy everywhere. And this was always my kids' thing in school when the teacher would say in science class, rocks are inanimate objects. And both my kids would get like, they're not. They have energy.
And then they said, call my mom. She'll tell you.
Exactly. And there were discussions, yes.
Yeah.
And so